Uh, Once again, very good morning and thanks for being joining everyone. As part of yesterday's session, we discussed more about the components. We discussed about the couple of services. Okay. We gone through a little bit about the installation only yesterday. Not something very different. Okay. Today we'll walk through again some of the other components. So that for next week we'll be get ready to go for the actual concept wise. Okay. So that we'll go for concept and practical from the next week onwards. So let's walk through a couple of things which I want to discuss. And Bhushan, I think you asked one question. What is that question? So in always on, if we don't enable browsers, it can be always on, it can be standalone. Okay, you don't need any browser service. Okay, because when you are passing a connection string, you will pass the listener name in always on, and you will pass the port number for the listener, whatever the port you are providing to the listener. So either it can be standalone, it can be always on. You don't need any browser service. Okay. It can be any high availability also, not only always on availability group. Now, let's
Hello.
let yes.
Yeah. So in audio environment, if we connect on a primary server, both the primary node and secondary node, if we connect in same SSMS, in that case, should we enable all the browser services? No.
I told you, right? Browser service you can disable as per the best practice. That's it. So you don't need browser service, right?
Actually, I have practiced always in my personal laptop. So
Okay.
if I, when I enable the browser service, I am able to connect.
Yeah, that's what you need to pass the port number.
Okay.
You need to pass
Okay.
the
Okay.
port number.
Okay. And one more thing, yesterday when you install the patching concept. So why you download two patches
Okay,
in
we'll
that
see,
OS,
sir.
right?
We'll see, sir, later on. Okay. It will go into different direction now. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay,
yesterday I just wanted to show you how we can perform split stream installation. Okay, using update action. Okay, that's it. Okay.
uh,
So if you are
in the
moving
future
the
you will
subject,
again come back to Slipstream, or
sorry.
in future you will again come back to that Slipstream installation?
No, sir. No, I
Okay,
will. I
okay.
will go for patching. Actually, we should know about the patching. How you will
Yeah,
apply the
okay. You
patches.
have
What are the
downloaded
different
two
patches?
patches, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what.
able to get in that.
That. Yeah, that. See, one is the CU patch. One is the security patch. So
Okay.
patches are different categories. Where one is hotfix, one is service pack, one is cumulative update, one is security patches.
So
So
every time we need that to security patch and cumulative update, or
that's what,
only
sir. We'll
cumulative
see.
only?
We'll see later on. Okay. So no
Okay,
worries.
okay,
There is a
fine.
separate 2 days we are discussing only on patching. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
let's wait, sir. Couple of more days. Everyone, I'm just requesting. So because subject here and there, the jambling will occur. Mostly next week
Okay.
onwards, there won't be because we'll go for concept wise, right? You won't get more diversions. Being this is the first 10 day sessions, we are getting a little bit diversions. But once we start from next week, so we'll go for concept wise, right? You will get on that concept, you'll get more idea. So what is the concept we are learning? Okay, we'll stick with that concept and we'll grab the knowledge what that concept is doing. Okay, what how we need to remember what are the things we can do with this. Okay, what impact if we change something, you will get to know. And Bhushan, you told right best practices post installation steps. Okay, uh, there are many things I can't even if I told you already, even I explain now also most of the people will be in the blank ideas, okay, because we don't know about max drop, we don't know about cost reserve parallelism, we don't know about auto close option, update statistics, auto create stats, okay, legacy kernel decimation, okay, there are many things when you go for post installations, okay, so IF instance file installation, many things. So, okay, that's the reason I'm not discussing about the post installation best practices. Okay, we'll come back in the advanced level. That time you already know about max
Okay.
drop, cost to parallelism, update statistics. I no need to say anything to you. You will get realize, okay, these are all the things I need to take in care when I install the SQL Server so that my SQL can run very smoothly as expected. Okay. So not only
Okay.
just seeing the query, if I see the query, always we think that okay, my performance is impacting. I need to do that one, this one. So performance tuning is something different where we need to see in different directions. Okay, see, you can see in one way. I can see also see in different way. Someone can see in different way. So finally, we need to tune the queries. That's it. Okay, not only just seeing the resources. So what is that query? What exactly that is doing? What it is impacting, what time they are running, all that will comes into the picture when you especially go for performance tuning, sir. Okay, bear with me, no problem. We'll discuss a lot from next week onwards. Okay, let's complete base concept. I wanted to complete by today so that next week we'll start after festival. We'll start the actual concepts. Now, once you install the SQL Server as a DBA, okay, first thing we need to know about the one, once you connect to the SSMS, you are having databases, securities, server objects, replication, polybase, always on, management. Under management, we are having a number of things. Okay, integration service, SQL Server agent also we are having a number of things. So once you connect to the database engine, you can see multiple objects, database, securities, replication, polybase, always on management. You will see n number of things. Means we can do many things are here. Okay. Not only our database engine, even when you go for analysis, you will see a couple of things. When you go for reporting, you will see a couple of things. When you go for integration service, you will see couple of things. So as a DBA, we must and should know, okay, what are the objects which we learn, which will work on our regular day-to-day work. That's what very important. So going forward, you'll see one by one. So we'll cover the security, server objects, replication. Most of the things we'll cover as part of this training. Okay. Now, the first concept today I wanted to explain is databases. As a database administrator, not only for SQL, if you go for any database management system, first, once you install your database engines. Okay, either it can be SQL, Oracle, or PostgreSQL or MySQL. Once we install any engine uh, in SQL Server, we will create the databases. In SQL Server, we'll create the databases. So when you go for databases, you will see two kind of databases. One is system databases, one is user databases. Okay. So by default, once you install the SQL Server, by default, you will get the system databases. By default, you will get the system databases. So when you expand system database, you will see master, model, MSDB, TempDB. Everyone must and should know about how what is this system databases. Okay, what is the functionality? Okay, if something happened to this databases, how you will troubleshoot. That is very important. Okay, so today, as part of today, we are going to discuss what is the system, what are all these system databases, what is the functionality, top high level functionality we are discussing. Okay, we are not discussing if something happened to master database, what will happen. Okay, so how you will troubleshoot. So we are not discussing anything troubleshooting now. Okay, I will take it a separate session. I will share separate document each and every database, if something happened, how you will troubleshoot, what are the hierarchy you will follow. I will share the separate material, okay? On live, I will share that those material with everyone, okay? Now, first we'll see once you install SQL Server, by default, you will get the five system databases. Subbu, I'm able to see only four, right? You are saying five system databases. No, totally five system database will be created. One will be always hidden. Okay, four will be visible. One is master, model, MSDB, TempDB. TempDB will plays a crucial role in entire all system databases. In the performance level, TempDB will plays a crucial role. In the service level, master database will plays a crucial role. Database level, model database will plays a major role. Automation level, MSDB will plays a major role. So Each and every database having its own functionality, its own priority. Means we must and should know about all system databases, what is the functionality, how the working nature, and how to troubleshoot if something happened to any one of the system databases. So first two points we'll discuss today. Later on we'll discuss how we'll troubleshoot if something happened to our system databases. No worries. The people who is having experience that they are waiting. So MSDB corrupted, master database corrupted, model database corrupted, resource database corrupted, and yeah, temp DB is separate. Okay, so you will get all these separate materials. How you will troubleshoot if something happened to each and every database. So no worries, we'll discuss this in the advanced level. Now, as part of today, what we are going to discuss means, so once you install SQL Server, we are having five system databases: master, model, MSDB, TempDB, and resource database, which is hidden database. Resource DB, which is hidden database. Okay, in the background, it will be available. You can't see from the SSMS directly. Directly, you can't see resource database from SSMS, but there is a shortcut. Okay, if you use that shortcut, it will you can see the resource database even from the SSMS as well. Okay, firstly, let's see one by one. First, we'll go for master database. So, out of all five system databases, master database is is the backbone for your database engine. Means if you wanted to run this database engine and if you wanted to run this service, okay, if you wanted to run the database engine, if you wanted to run this SQL Server service, if you wanted to run the SQL Server service, master database will be backbone, means backend, backend. Okay, Subbu, I'm not understanding what you were saying. See, sir, when you open SQL Server service, if you open SQL Server service, go to the startup parameters. See, you will see three files here. Let's copy all files into the notepad. Okay. Oh, it's not copied. Okay, let's copy it. Hey, come on, what happened? Okay, fine. Fine. Startup parameters. Copy, paste it. See, sir, let me zoom it. Okay, go for LDF file. This is your LDF file. So, and this is your error log location, error log, SQL error log location. So your entire SQL Server engine, okay. So SQL Server service backend, it is purely depends on your master database, master MSDB data. Sorry, master database means if this service wanted to run, if you wanted to start this service, okay, if this service wanted to start, okay, always your master database should be healthy. If something happened to master database, okay, entire your SQL services will be down. If something happened to SQL services, entire your database engine will goes down, sir. So master database is one of the system database which holds entire instance level information. Information, sir. Information. Instance. Your whole instance information will be held in the master database. What do you mean by instance information, Zubu? Database information, logins, passwords, linked servers, okay, proxy accounts, okay, any number of things which will hold by the master database. So master database hold any number of information, okay, enter your system information, sir, instance information. entire your instance information will be held in the master database along with master MDF, master LDF are the two startup parameters to your SQL Server service. If something happened to master database, entire your services will be down. If this service will goes down, entire your engine will be down, sir. So getting my point, everyone? So your master LDF is the two startup parameter for your database engine. For your database engine, these are the two startup parameters. Two startup parameters which will hold the entire instance level information. So everyone will think that okay, means master database will hold complete instance information. Means okay, Subbu, I can expand the tables. Can I see anything here? Can I see anything here? Nothing. So actually, table is a physical object. Uh, Actually, table is the primary object for all the database management system. But I can't see any tables, right, Subbu here. Okay, no, sir. What Microsoft done means, okay, here, right, master database is like a mirror. If you stand in front of mirror, what you will see in the mirror, sir, you only, right? Your entire picture will be replicated in the master data in the mirror, right? Correct? Mirror master is a mirror for us, basically. Everyone will tell master is a hot, master will store everything. Okay, but master is a mirror, basically. Then who is the original? Resource database is the original. Resource database who is holding all our data because in the master database you can't see any tables. See, there are nothing. No tables. Actually, table is our primary object. In entire our database management system, if you go for any database management system, table is our primary object. Based on this table, you will create views, you will create indexes, you will create materialized views, you will create stored procedures, you will create functions, you will create triggers. Okay, triggers. You will create these many objects based on the table. So table is our primary object. So in the master database, you can't see any table, right? Then how you can say that master is hot, master will store entire information? Yes, sir, because master is the front end. For master, what is the backbone? Resource database. Resource database is a hidden database because you know the human psychology. Rather than creating, we love to delete something. Always as a human psychology, mostly what we will do instead of creating, instead of implementing something, first we'll try to delete something. Okay, to protect that kind of what Microsoft done, right? So Microsoft make master as a mirror, and which who is the original, sir? Resource database is a original database. Can I access resource database? No. Can I see resource database? Yes, you can see the resource database, but can I access? No, you directly you can't access, sir. From the master database only you can access everything. Backbone is your resource database. Got you, everyone? How you can say, Subbu? If you expand the views, okay, if you expand the system views, now you will see all the things. View is nothing but a okay subset of the table. See, you will see these many objects. These many views are available. You can see this much information from master database. So master database will holds a complete your instance information. Sir, again, not data. Data is something different. Data is your data, banking data, insurance data, or passport data, other data, or data is something different. Information is something different. Okay, don't clumps both. Master all the system database will holds information related to your instance. Apart from this, master database will hold most of the information, sir, like logins, passwords, linked server, proxy accounts, okay, database file locations, along with all our DMBs, DBCs commands, DMFs. It will hold entire your information in the master database in the form of views, not in the form of tables. So, but this is for your understanding, sir. When you are explaining to the interviewer, don't get confused. and don't let him to confuse also. Master database will holds all the instance level information along with it is master database MDF file, master database LDF file are the two startup parameter for your SQL Server service. If something happened to master database, your service will goes down, your database engine goes down. Is it clear, everyone? Yes? No?
If we script that view, will it point to a resource database?
Okay,
Views
sir.
of the master database.
See, forget about so underlying both are working, sir. If you, I told you simple example. Okay, if you stand in front of a mirror, what you will see, sir? What you will see? Who asked this question? Vijay? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
what you will see? What you will see in the mirror? You only, right?
yeah.
Your entire image will be see. Who is the physical? Resource database is a physical. What you were
Okay.
seeing in the mirror? Master database. So master is a
Okay.
mirror for us.
So it is taking data from resource database only, ultimately,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Ultimately, you are getting data from the resource data because maybe Microsoft think on that days about the human. He read the human brains. Mostly, sir, you can't delete also. See, right click. There is no concept called delete. You can't delete, sir. So please don't try anything to delete. Okay, please. These are all. Don't touch the system. Don't touch any system databases. That those are information, sir. Those are getting information for us. So in a one line, if someone is asking, what is master database means? For your understanding, I explained, sir, this hierarchy. Actually, explain in a simple way. Master database is the one of the system database which will holds complete instance level information like databases, database file locations, logins, passwords, linked server, DMVs, DBCs commands, CDC. So it will capture whole instance level information along with master MDF, master LDF are the two startup parameter for your SQL Server service. If something happened to master database, your service will goes down. If services goes down, if your entire database engine goes down. Is it clear, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. This is very simple, sir. Now next thing. Okay. Now next thing is model database. See, sir, a very simple answer. I don't want make complicated to understand. Okay, being we are in the initial stage, right? I told you, right, when we are troubleshooting, you can ask any number of questions, sir. I'm here to happy to clarify, and I will share the separate materials to you how you will troubleshoot all this stuff because model MHDB, TempDB little bit easy, sir. Master will plays a major role. We are having three to four different techniques we'll use to troubleshoot master database corruption. So that time we'll see, we'll see live only, sir. How we'll make master to corrupt and how you'll recover the data. Okay, how many techniques you will use, which is the best and simplest technique to recover master database. We'll see all the stuff, sir. No worries. Now, model database. Model database is also one of the system database, sir. What exactly it is doing means simple for your understanding. For example, you are going to create a database. Okay. Now see, whenever you right click here, click a new database. See, sir, here it is getting two files. One is MDF file, one is LDF file. This is your primary file. This is your log file, sir. Okay. Rows data is nothing but data file. Log is nothing but log files. Now you are getting two files here. One is primary, one is log file. Initial size is 8. Okay, both files are 8 and auto growth is okay and file location is okay. Okay, fine. So for example, I am providing some information here. I am scripting out. So see sir, backend, backend, what it is doing? Backend, it is getting this much information. From where it is getting sir this information? You are just creating a database. If you just click on OK, it will create the database. If you just click on OK, it will create the database. But back end, it is getting this much of data. From where it is getting? That is very important, sir. From model database. From model database. Whenever you are creating any database, sir, whenever you are creating any database, every user database will inherit the features from the model database. How model database looks like, the newly creating database also looks like identical, sir. Getting my point? So model database act as a template. Model database act as a template for newly creating database. This is the simple answer, sir. What is model database? Model database act as a template for newly creating database. So if you are trying to create any database, it will take the template from the model database. How your model database looks like, your newly creating database also looks like same. Make sense, everyone? No? Yes? A clear answer. A
So,
simple, clear
so,
answer, sir.
so can we alter few things in the model database?
Yes, that's what next time explaining, sir. I
Okay.
hope first point you clear,
Yes,
everyone.
yes, yes.
So what is model database? Model database act as a template for newly creating database. Okay, this is the first point you need to remember. Now, how interviewer will ask a question means, okay, that's what I wanted to explain. How he will ask you, how he will confuse you means, for example, I am getting a new project. I am getting a new project. For that new project, I need to create a 50 database. So for 50 database, I need to go for my MDF file into different location, my LDF files into different location, and by default, I need to allow couple of users and I need to grant the couple of permissions to them. Okay, what you will do? That is how they will ask you questions, sir. So every database, can you go and change it, sir? For example, okay. For example, if you right click on the database, okay, right click on the database, click on new database. I will change this location. Okay, I will change this location. Okay, I will change this location. I will change MDF location. I will change the LDF location, and I will grant the permissions. Will you do for 50 databases? One or two databases, okay, sir, I can accept. But for 50, 100 database, can you do one by one, one by one? No, right? What I can do, I can make the changes for that project in the model database first. Before I start that project, what is their requirement? Okay, basically, your MDF, LDFs are going for D drive. In general, your MDFs are going for D drive, LDFs is also going for D drive. But I don't want to go to D drive, sir. My MDFs need to go for E drive. My LDFs need to go for L drive. Okay. My NDFs need to go for some other drive. Okay. And I want couple of permissions in build. Now, what I can do means I can implement everything in the model database. I can implement everything in the model database. Later on, I will go and start creating the database. So first, what is your project? I will try to implement that project in my model database. Before that, I will take the backup of model database and I will try to do some modification on the model database. So for example, now whenever I right click on the database, I create new database. I'm able to see initial size is 8, log file size initial size is 8, auto growth is 64, and both are going for D drive, E drive. I wanted to change something, sir. Now, for example, let's go for model database property. Go to the file. I wanted to make it to 1 GB data file and 512 log file. For example, sir, for example, okay, click on OK, click on OK. Now, if you go and create a database, now see, sir, what is the initial size? What is the initial size?
It got changed to 154.
So
Yeah.
that is how model database is working, sir. Whatever project on your mind, okay, you need to implement for 50 database, 100 database, 150 database, okay. Try to implement that project first in the model database, okay. Whatever you need, whatever your requirement, implement in the model database, okay. Then go for your creation, sir. it will become so easy. Got it, everyone? Okay, don't think more, sir. Don't think more. Okay, I need to create the files, all the stuff. Anyhow, there is a separate sessions how to create the files, how to alter the files. You will get to know all the stuff. Okay, no problem. Please.
Uh,
I,
so,
yeah.
uh, I mean, like, is it compulsory that your new database in that instance should be a copy of model?
Yes, sir. Yes. Until unless you are taking a backup and restoring, sir. If you take the backup and if you restore, no worries.
Mhm.
It won't take any level of model database. But when you are creating traditionally, when you are creating a new database, automatically backend it will take the template from the model database. Otherwise, how this database knows, sir? Let me ask you a question. How this
Mhm.
database knows I need to create one MDF file, I need to create one LDF file, and this is my files, this is my file locations, and these many properties. How your database knows, sir? Correct?
Okay, so
Someone need to pass the information, right?
right.
From where you are getting? From the model database you are getting, sir.
So model keep the copy of the templates. Like now you
Yes, it's a
change.
model. Yeah, model is a template. Basically, model database is a template.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever you try to create any database, it will take the template from the model database. So if you see, if you want a different configuration for your project, okay, then only you will change, or otherwise default when you install the SQL Server, you will specify where I need to keep my LDF, where I need to keep my LDF. Okay, we'll specify. In case if you want different configuration, then instead of changing every database manually, we will implement in the model database and we'll drive the user database creations. Clear?
Okay. It means like last changes is in template for new database,
Yeah,
right?
ex
For the previous
exactly.
year.
Already you create database, it won't change. Okay. Only newly creating database only it will affect, sir. Already you already created this database.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I change
That
anything, it will affect this database? No.
no, no.
No.
That is.
Only newly creating databases.
So I mean to say, like, it will have a history of all the templates. I mean the old and the changed one, or no? So
No.
model database keep the templates of all the
No, no,
existing
no, no,
database.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
no.
no. Existing, no, no,
Okay,
no, no, no. No. Who is holding that information? Master will hold the information, sir.
okay,
Model just is a template.
okay. Got it.
Yeah. Your information is storing in the master database only, general.
So
So
until unless we update again the model database from the backend, it will be the same state, right?
it will be the same, sir. It will be the
Okay,
same. Correct.
okay. Got it.
Because that is a question they may ask you, sir, to confuse you. But simple
Okay.
answer is before I go in and implement that project, first I will go and try to implement the changes in the model database. That will make so easy for all newly creating database. If you are telling that answer, yeah, damn sure they will impress a lot. That is what they are expecting, sir, basically. Otherwise, it will go for manual work. Every
Yes.
database I need to right click, I need to change MDF location, LDF location, auto growth size, initial size, blah 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 something. I don't want to do all this stuff, sir. Let's try to implement in the model database. Let's go for the project. That's it.
So we can save the templates. I mean,
No, sir,
uh,
nothing. You no need to do anything. Just change, perform the changes in model database. That will take care. You
yeah,
no
yeah.
need to
I
do
would say
anything.
like earlier you there was default, right? Then later you change the location. I mean that size. Okay. So do like SQL Server give us any I mean option to save earlier template as well as this one?
No, sir.
No.
Whatever current you modify, right, that will act as a template for newly.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. Good, sir. Good questions. Yeah. Now, I hope you understand, sir. Again, I'm repeating. Model database act as a template for newly creating database. If you make any changes, it will affect for next newly creating databases, sir. Okay, keep it in your mind. That's it. Not for existing database. It won't affect anything on the existing database. That is very important. Second point is I wanted to ask, if model database got corrupted, assume, sir, if model database got corrupted, is anything will happen to this SQL Server service, to the database engine? Anything happen to the database engine?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But
Priyatosh is
ideally,
telling
no.
no.
But when we start, it will not start.
So SQL
Okay.
Server will not start because every time SQL Server has to restart, it will use TempDB. So TempDB might not start and it might lead to problems.
Good, sir. Very good answer. Okay. Yeah. So if model database got corrupted, okay, this I never experienced that model database got corrupted, but if model database got corrupted, okay, model database got corrupted, maximum SQL won't start, sir, because, okay, so that is a concept I'm going to discuss in the next, sir. TempDB. What is the behavior of TempDB means? Whenever you restart the SQL services, when SQL goes offline and coming online, TempDB will create every time freshly. TempDB will create every time freshly, sir. Freshly. Every time freshly. So that time, if something happened to model database, if something happened to model database, okay, TempDB won't create. Without TempDB, SQL won't start. SQL won't start. But there is a logic, sir, but I haven't tried. Let's when we reminder me once, okay? Maybe previous batch I want to still I haven't discussed about the corruptions. Okay. Maybe I will discuss on the corruption. I will try to implement, sir. I'm having one idea. I can I can bypass the SQL server. I can bypass the SQL server to tell that don't create tempdb. Whatever the tempdb when you are restarting, stay back with that same tempdb. I can bypass the SQL server in different way. Okay, I will try to that implement try that option, sir, and I will let you know practically for your batch also. As of now, please make one point only. If something happened to model database, your SQL won't start because when SQL is coming to online, okay, when SQL is coming to online, it will create the tempdb freshly, sir. Every time when SQL is coming online, SQL Server will create tempdb freshly. If TempDB wants to create, it wants to inherit the features from the model database. Being the model is corrupted, okay, it won't get the template. Without template, TempDB won't create. Without TempDB, your SQL won't start. Getting my point, everyone? But we can bypass this option. But let me try, sir. I wanted to try many times. I'm forgetting, but this time I will try and I will explain for previous batch also. I will also make a note for your batch also, and I will share that practical demo for you also. Let's bypass the SQL Server. Okay, anyhow, I wanted to discuss about corruptions for them. When I'm discussing corruptions, let's implement this bypass technology. If it is working, definitely I will show you practical demos. Okay, make sense, everyone?
Yeah, I mean, like model has two templates. Then maybe then you can create new DB and temp DB template as well, right? This is how
No,
it
sir.
works. Or
No, don't discuss all that stuff now. Let's stick
okay,
with this concept. Let's try to implement, sir. Okay, implement and see. I will let you know. Okay.
okay, yeah,
Yeah. I don't want to make any confusion because it will work, it won't work. We don't know, right? Let's try to, sir. I got the idea now. I will make a note, and I will try to implement that one. I will let you know, sir. Okay. So model database act as a template for newly creating database. Okay. One of the most important interview question is this is what, sir. Okay, they will ask you, for example, if I'm getting a project for my project, I wanted to create 100 to 150 databases, and each database want having all 150 database want a different configuration. Then how you will create means first I will inherit I will change whatever they require based on the requirement. I will change in the model database. Later on, I will go and try to create the user databases. This is the one question they will ask you. One more question, sir. One more question they will ask you. Okay. So Okay, I will ask that question after the TempDB completion. So let's wait for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, I will ask that question as well. Now, next, MSDB, sir. MSDB. So MSDB will holds complete automation information, sir. Means, as I told you, right? Your SQL Server service, your SQL Server service completely depends on your master database. Master database. Like same, your agent service, agent, SQL Server agent will be rely on the MSDB database. MSDB database. So complete your automation is a SQL Server agent. SQL Server agent is depend on the MSDB database. Means complete your automation information will be stored, sir. Complete your automation like jobs, alerts, operators, proxies you are doing, right? All that automation information will be stored in the MSDB. Automation information will be stored in the MSDB along with Along with it will also store the historical information like backup, restore, log shipping. Along with historical information, sir. Means you are taking backups, right? You will take the backups, you will restore it, you will configure log shipping, sir. So your log shipping information, restore information, backup information will also holds in the MSDB database will holds in the MSDB database. See, backup information it is holding, restore information it is holding, okay, log shipping information it is holding, restore information is also holding, along with automation information it is holding like alerts, operators, jobs, job histories. It will hold complete automation along with it is holding, okay, backup information, restore information, log shipping information, auto seeding information. It is holding historical information along with automation information. Very simple answer, sir. MSDP, okay, will holds automation information along with history related to backups, restores, log shipping, auto seeding. All that history information is also holding in the MSDB database. Clear, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if MSDB got corrupted, if MSDBs got corrupted, what will happen, Subbu, means nothing will happen to database engine, sir. Your agent will goes down. Okay. SQL Server agent will goes down. If anything happen to the MSDB database, your agent will goes down, sir. If anything will happen to the MS database, agent will goes, and maybe we may also lose, okay, historical information like backup, restores, log shipping, all that historical information will also be lost if something happened to MSDB database. So nothing will happen to the database engine, but you will get multiple pop-ups, sir. You will get multiple pop-ups when you are trying to connect to the database engine. So nothing will happen to database engine, but you will get multiple pop-ups. Okay, something happened to MSDB, something happened to MSDB. You will get the pop-ups, sir, but nothing happened to database engine. So agent will goes down, and we may also lose the historical information. So please be careful when you are taking backup. Please be careful when you are restoring. So MSDB is tracking that information. So whoever take the backup, whoever restore, where you restore, when you restore, which database you restore, who took the backup, when you took the backup, what type of backup you took, everything MSDB is tracking. So definitely you will caught, sir, if you do any mistakes when you are taking backup, when you are restoring. Definitely we can identify who perform, when perform. Easily we can identify. So that is about MSDB, sir. MSDB will hold historical information about your automation, sir, along with history information like backup, restore, log shipping, auto seeding information. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
That is the okay. Now TempDB. Sir, I am discussing only TempDB for 5 minutes, sir. Okay, but going forward in advanced level, we'll discuss almost 6 to 7 hours only on TempDB because TempDB will play a major role in performance tuning, sir. So As of now, simply I'm discussing only 3 points, but we'll see in depth about the TempDB. What is TempDB? What is TempDB architecture? What is happening TempDB internally? Okay, TempDB configuration best practices, TempDB spills, TempDB contention, TempDB improvements in version to version, what Microsoft done and where we are currently standing. Okay, all this concept we are going to discuss in advanced level. As of now, we are going to discuss only 3 points, sir. Okay, TempDB, like you can call it as a shared database, sir. Shared database means knowingly, unknowingly, you are accessing this database backend, sir. If you think that I am running a select statement, I am running index rebuilds, I am performing insert statement, update statement, I am running stored procedures, all the stuff. Okay, knowingly, unknowingly, backend it is using TempDB, sir. Backend it is using TempDB. In different scenarios, it is using the TempDB backend. So everyone, sir, everyone who is connecting to the SQL Server and you are performing certain operations, backend we are using TempDB unknowingly. We don't know, but we are using TempDB backend, sir. So TempDB is accessing by everyone. So that's the reason we also call it as a shared database. Okay, so this is for your understanding. We can also call it as a shared database. Okay, like TempDB is like a recycle bin, sir. Uh, if you want, you can use it. You don't want, you can go and delete it. If you want, you can use it. You don't want, you can go and delete it. You can call it as a shared database. You can call it as a recycle bin. Even you can call it as a public toilet as well. Okay, so whenever you want, you will go and pay and you will use the public toilet, right? Like same, whenever we wanted to run backend, your query will go to the TempDB, spill the data in the TempDB, and provide the output for us. So backend somehow, somewhere, TempDBs keep on using, sir. Keep on using. So TempDB will plays a major role for DBS, especially in SQL Server, sir. I'm not sure about other database management system, but especially if you go for SQL Server, TempDB will plays a major role. In simple for our understanding for today's session, first point, sir, TempDB will store temporary data. TempDB will store temporary data. Temporary data, sir. That is the first point. Temp store temporary data. Okay. Second point is whenever you restart the SQL services, okay, TempDB will create freshly. TempDB will create freshly. Whenever you see the TempDB creation time, okay, that means this is the SQL start time. When was your SQL started? Okay, when was your SQL started means simply if you go and verify TempDB creation time, that time you can say that my SQL is started on so and so day, so and so time, so and so day, so and so time. When was your SQL from since how long your SQL is running? You can tell that TempDB creation time, sir. Very simple answer. Okay. First point is TempDB will store temporary data. Okay, TempDB will be recreated whenever you restart the SQL services every time. Third point is when since how long your SQL is running means how you can get that information means whenever I see the TempDB creation date, I easily can identify when since how long my SQL is running. Since how long my SQL is running, that information I can get it. Fifth point is we can't perform the backups on TempDB. Okay, you can't take the backup of TempDB, sir. So you can take the backup of master database. Okay, you can take the backup of model database. You can take the backup of MSDB, but you can't take the backup of TempDB. You can't take the backup of TempDB. So this is the fifth point. So interview will confuse you, sir. Okay, nowadays they are not asking this question, but someone will confuse you. They are asking, okay, in the middle of somewhere they will ask you one question. Can I take the backup of TempDB? Okay, suddenly they may ask, can I take the backup of TempDB? That time, please be clear, sir. You can't take the backup of TempDB because it is a temporary data. It is a temporary data, sir. It's a temporary data. So Microsoft is not allowing to take the backup of temporary data, sir. So you can't take the backup of TempDB. So what are the 5 points? TempDB will hold temporary data. TempDB will recreate every time when SQL restart. What was the restarted time, how you can get it? SQL start time, how you can get it? TempDB creation time. Okay. Can I take the backup of TempDB? No, sir, you can't take the backup of TempDB. Okay. Clear this point, sir? As of now, make only this point, sir. Okay. Going forward, I will discuss whatever I told you, right? TempDB contention, TempDB spills, TempDB enhancement, TempDB best practice, okay, TempDB best configuration, TempDB architecture. We'll discuss all these points in the advanced level. Questions? No? Yes?
Can we restore MSDB with the MSDB backup if it gets corrupted?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can restore
Okay.
it. So I think someone asked me recently. Yes, you can restore it.
Okay.
Yeah. Model database also you can restore it, ma'am. I will show you. No worries.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Today I'm just discussing only theoretical part. Okay. When I told you, right, when we are discussing this troubleshooting, okay, this troubleshooting, I will discuss n number of things. Okay. So not only this one, you will get IO, memory, clusters, deadlocks, okay, Kerberos, log file, query, CPU, memory. So many things. Again you will get multiple documents. Whatever Sai shared in the documents, right? That is a generic document, sir. Okay, because every student will expect the material. That's it. That's a generic material. But going forward, I will share you the live materials. That is very important, sir. Yep. Having any full form? No, sir. No, ma'am. No, no. Maybe I think I never go on. I think no.
Will this TMDB get corrupt, sir? If it get corrupt, then
Just
what?
restart the SQL. If you restart SQL, temporary will create freshly, right? You don't need. That is the easiest troubleshooting, sir. In the entire troubleshooting of corruptions, TempDB is the easiest troubleshooting. Correct? If I restart the SQL, TempDB will create freshly, right? Agree? Not agree? Yes or no? See, when I restart the SQL, TempDB will create every time freshly, right?
Yes, sir.
That is about TempDB, sir. Very important, sir, TempDB. We'll discuss a lot. Okay, we'll discuss a lot. Okay, I will integrate many things to the TempDB only going forward. Okay, so we'll integrate many things to the TempDB. Don't worry, why Subbu is just discussing only 5 points today. Okay, actually, this is the 5 points so important when you are explaining to the interview. But when you go for real world, when you are going start working, when you are troubleshooting something, TempDB is one of the crucial databases. Okay, so that's the reason we'll spend more time on the TempDB. Almost 2 to 3 days we'll sit on TempDB.
Sir, I have one basic question, sir.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know whether asking this question or not. Just a basic question, sir. For SQL Server engine starts, we need the master database, correct, sir?
Right. Yes.
So what is the necessary for the model database and temp database, sir? If they are
See,
connected?
if you want to create the new database, for example, you decide you wanted to see once you install the SQL Server, your job is done. No, right?
Hmm.
You need to do many things.
Yes.
What is the first thing you need to do? You need to create the database. Then only users will start creating, loading the data into the database. Maybe this database belong to personal loan. This database belong to car loan. This database is belong to home loan. This database belong to health insurance. See, you need to create the database to store respective data into that instance, correct?
Yes.
So how you will create the database or without model database?
No, sir.
Master,
My question is to start the SQL Server, sir.
Oh, to start the SQL Server, there is hierarchy, sir. I will show you. Okay. If you go and read the error log, okay, you will get to know. See. Oh, sorry. If I go and read the error log, let's go up. I got your question. Sorry, maybe my understanding is different. Okay. Uh, see. Okay. When SQL is starting, okay, that is also very important question, sir. I'm not discussing now. I will discuss in the corruptions. Okay. What will happen if you start the SQL? That is very important question actually. See, you are just starting the SQL now. So what is happening in the background? Correct? Okay. As of now, in a simple terms, I'm telling, sir, but I will tell you what is the base, what is happening in the background when you are starting the SQL services. Actually, when we are discussing corruption, sir. Okay, that time you will become stronger in the technical. Whatever I'm saying, also you can understand the terminologies. Okay. So
Okay.
as of now, when you start the SQL services, first it will start the master database. Okay. Then it will start the model. Once it will start the model, it will start the temp DB. Later on, it will start whatever the databases are. Later on, it can start MSDB, it can start all the user databases. So when your SQL is starting, first it need to start master, model, temp DB, later on MSDB or user databases. User databases. Where I can see that information is in the error log, sir. In the error log. See, let me close all these windows, sir. Too many windows. In the error log, see, starting up the database, starting. See, all your databases are starting. All the database is starting. So if I open the PPT, sir, let's open. 1 second, let me grab the script, okay? Where I kept it. Recovery phase. I will explain this concept actually in the recovery phase. Go to the recovery phase. This is backups. This is partial backups or backups only or recovery phase. Yeah. Okay, I will come back this one in recovery phase again. Bean you asked Uma, I'm just showing, okay?
Sure, sir. Thank
So
you.
when you run this one, see, it will show you the hierarchy of the databases. So first model, so master, model, TempDB, then it can be MSDB, it can be all other databases, user databases. So without master, your SQL won't come online. If model is something happened, it won't create the TempDB. Without TempDB also, your SQL won't start, sir. So master, model, TempDB need to be healthy always to run the SQL services. MSDB for agent, sir. Agent. If you wanted to start the agent, MSDB should be healthy. Got it, Uma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I will come back this one in the recovery phase, sir. Okay. Very important concept. Very important to understand. If you want to understand also, you need to little bit more important, sir. What is the recovery phase? What you need to do? What are the scenarios your database will go for recovery phase? Oh my God, hectic concept. You need to understand. Okay, we'll discuss a lot.
Subbu, we have a question in chat window.
Okay. I explained, right? There is no it's MSDBs only, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Now, finally, we are having one more database, sir. That is nothing but resource database. Okay. Uh, one thing I wanted to add, when you are addressing, you can address my with my name. Okay. Why I'm not revealing your names means why I'm calling sir means there is a possibility. Okay. Because I will explain you at the ending, sir. I don't want to divert the sessions. Why I'm addressing every time sir, ma'am, everyone, because I don't want to call your names. That is making a problem once you place somewhere. Okay, that's the reason only. Recently, it's happened to us. One of our student. That's the reason we are avoiding to call your names. But you can address me. You don't want to address me as a sir. You can address me as a Sai. You can address me as a Subbu. Okay, everyone.
So that we'll discuss at the end of the
Yeah,
session.
yes. Now, what is the means? Finally, there is a resource database. If you go to the binary locations or where you install SQL Server, okay, if you go for binary locations, no, not this. Come on, go to the binary location, SQL Server, okay, bin, go for M, you will see a resource database. Okay, MS SQL resource.ldf, MS SQL resource.mdf. Okay, so it is a hidden database, sir. You can't see from SSMS, but indirectly there is an option where you can also see SSMS, but we won't do all this stuff. Okay, so directly you can't see resource database, sir. It is a hidden database. Okay, hidden database. Where you will see resource database means under the binary location, under bin folder, MS SQL resource.ldf, MS SQL, okay, MS SQL system resource.ldf, MS SQL system resource.mdf file. You will see under the bin folder under the binary location. Wherever you install the binary location, under the binary location, under the bin folder, you will find the MS SQL system resource.mdf, MS SQL system resource.ldf. So what exactly this is doing means this is the backbone for your master database, basically. Backbone for your master database. A resource database will hold all sys objects, sys objects, sir. What do you mean by sys means system objects, sir? So whatever you are seeing here, right? See, whatever you are seeing, see, your schema is sys, sys. All this is nothing but system. Okay, your resource database will hold system objects information, system objects information background, which is introduced from uh, SQL Server 2005, right, Sai? Uh, let me recall, 2005 only, right? Come on,
Which
let me
which one it is
recall.
supposed?
Sorry, yeah,
Which one you are
2005.
saying?
Resource database. Okay, resource database is a hidden database. Okay, and it is one of the system database, sir, but it is in hidden database, which will store all your sys related data, system related data, sys objects data, sir, sys object data, which is introduced in SQL Server 2005. Okay, before that we don't have resource database. We have only four system databases: master, model, MSDB, 10TB. Later on, Microsoft because 2005, sir, SQL Server 2005, Microsoft redesign its code. Before until SQL Server 2005, we are the mixture of Sybase. In the background, we are the mixture of Sybase and SQL Server, sir. In SQL Server 2005 version, Microsoft completely redesigned the code based on the SQL Server only. Okay, based on the SQL Server, he redesigned the code. On that time, Microsoft has been introduced one database called resource database, which is the backbone for your master database. Got it, everyone? Okay. In SQL Server 2005, Microsoft redesigned the code actually. Redesign the code, sir. Earlier, we had the mixture like a Sybase and SQL mixture of the code. But from SQL Server 2005, it is purely SQL Server product, sir. We completely redesigned the Microsoft redesigned the entire code to the SQL Server. That time, Microsoft introduced a database called resource database, which is hidden and it is the backbone for your master database. Okay, not okay, sir. Very simple resource database is hidden database, which will store all system objects information, and it is a backend for the master database, sir, which is introduced from SQL Server 2005. Yeah,
So,
yes.
I'm like, it's relevant or not right now, but if we lost, I mean, that binary files, .mdf resource, .mdf and LDF. So
Yeah, it's equal down, sir. Because master is just mirror, right? Who is the parent, sir? For master, resource database is the parent, right? If parent goes down, master is like orphan. See, resource is a parent, master is a child. Okay? In
okay,
reality, resource is a parent, master is a child, correct? Janak? Correct? In reality. But when you see, when we see, we are thinking that master is a parent, correct? Master is a parent. No, sir. In the back end, master is a child. If something happened to parent, master will become as an orphan, right? Orphan. Nothing. Nothing. So your SQL will down, sir.
okay.
Yeah.
So it means like during the taking the backup of master DB, it backup the resource.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes. Yes. Background it will restore completely, sir. You no need to explicitly back up the resource database, sir. So if you
yeah,
wanted to take the backup, Subbu, can I take the backup? Yes. Traditional way.
yeah,
Copy,
copy and
paste
paste.
it. Copy, paste it. That's it. Traditional way you can take the backup, sir. Not like our SQL algorithm, like full backup, differential backup, log backup. Can I take that kind of backups on the resource database? No, sir. Directly you can't take, but indirectly you are taking, sir, with help of master database.
Okay,
You are taking backup, sir. You are taking resource database also backup. How? In terms of master database.
okay.
Yeah. This is about system databases, sir. Very important. Okay. If you go to the cloud, if you go to the on-prem, all the five system databases are very important. Each system database is placing its own unique responsibility, sir. Just remember only this high level points, sir. Don't go in depth, okay? In depth, we'll see when we are troubleshooting. And throughout our span, you will get to know one by one slowly, sir.
So if we take master database backup, so that is enough for resource database backup also, correct?
Exactly. Yes, yeah. You no need explicitly go and take the research database backup, sir. Because master is like a you can access, right? Resource you can't go and access the resource database. Nothing you can't do. It's
Sir,
a
we can't take resource database backup.
yeah, now I shown you, right? Not in professional way, like how you are going to take full backup, differential backup, log backup. No, you can take traditional like copy paste. You can copy and you can paste it. Now I shown you, right?
Okay.
I have copy and I
I'm
can
having
paste
one
it.
doubt, sir.
Yeah.
If my master database corrupt, can I restore that resource database and make my master database online?
No, 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 sir. That's what. Forget about corruptions. We are not discussing anything about corruptions here. Don't think corruption, sir. Okay. Forget about corruptions. Think what are the functionality. Only think
Okay.
functionality, sir. Corruption, we are having separate session. No worries. That time we'll see practical only, right? You will get to know. No worries. Questions?
I think in
No.
installation, the MDF and LDF file is already part of the install binaries, right? Maybe it's a copy, just copy, because it has the system tables, which is having same, I mean,
So
same
by
structure.
default, with your installation, you will get system databases, everything, sir. Structure, you will get it. Okay. Later on, we are creating the user databases. That's it.
Yeah, I think the resource I'm talking about. So it
The resource
might
also
be
inbuilt,
having,
it will get it. Yeah.
yeah, it's already an MDF and LDF file maybe in that installation, because it has. I don't think there is a changes, right? As per the version in their structure of tables, right?
No, sir. But maybe enhance, right? Version to version. If
Yeah, yeah,
Microsoft is
yeah,
enhancing subprop DMVs, so if you go for a cloud, you will see some additional DMVs that is not available in on-prem. Okay.
yeah. Why
But
am I?
what is the functionality means, sir? That's what.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. because
Yeah, yeah.
in Oracle, while creating in database, in the back end there's an file called SQL.bsq, which create an tables or required views and function. I mean procedure and functions. Okay, not procedure and functions, but it create base tables to that SQL.bsq. But in SQL, maybe the resource .mdf or LDF that are already part of the installation, and it just copying from there to here while creating
Correct,
this.
sir. Yes, it's part of installation. All the system databases, including resource database, master database, is part of installation. We no need to if you go, I'm not sure about Oracle, sir. I know about PostgreSQL, how it will work a little bit. Okay. But in SQL, it's little bit different, sir. Once you complete the installation, you will get entire structure. You no need to do explicitly, sir.
Yeah,
What you are doing on top of that, you are following the best practices. See, if I follow some best practices, my SQL can give best performance. That is what you are doing. Inbuilt. Once you install, you will get all the resource database, master database model, MSDB, everything structured inbuilt. You will get it, sir. You no need to do
yeah.
anything.
Because in the Oracle, it create these system tables on the goal while create you run the create database command. Okay,
Okay, okay.
yeah, that's the reason.
Will come, sir. I want to talk Sai as well on that part. Maybe stay back who are working as a Oracle. Okay, Sai, you also stay back. I want to discuss something. Okay, with
Okay,
you at the
okay,
ending. I don't want to disturb now.
okay. No, no worries.
Yeah. Questions? No. Yes. Got it, sir. Remember only functionality. Okay. Don't go for in depth. Okay. Now going forward, we'll see all the in depth. That's the one thing, sir, I wanted to tell today. And next, one more thing I wanted to share. Because I wanted to wrap the session till 9:45. After 9:45, my network will be a little slow. Okay. I'm not sure what happened, but that is what I observed. Now, sir, basically, okay, uh, this is our SQL Server. Now you know how to install. You know how to install SQL Server. I'm not sure how many people started installing SQL Server. So please try to start installing SQL Server for next 3 days. We are having break for 3 days, right? So do everyone installation. In case you face any issue installation, don't hesitate to reach out to Sai. Okay, Sai, can you just take how many people are facing issues when they're installing SQL Server installation, and what you can do, schedule one meeting, separate meeting, okay, and let them clarify all their doubts. Okay, that's the one thing. Now, sir, once you install SQL Server, okay, now we know as a DBA, we wanted to know about SQL Server database engine architecture, storage, how SQL Server storing the data, how the functionality background the data is moving, and we learn about how to install. We know about what are the pre-configuration things we need to take in prerequisites before we install the SQL Server. We know a little bit, okay. And post also we not discuss that part, but we know little bit about the post, and we know about the system databases. These are all good for the DBA, sir. Now, okay, as a DBA, you are doing all this stuff. Now, what exactly is happening, sir? I install SQL Server. As a DBA, you install SQL Server. As a DBA, you need to make sure your SQL services need to run for 24 by 7, 365 days. Now, other teams, what are other teams? What they are doing, Subbu? If I wanted to get some insights before I go into before I go into the pure DBA, before I go into the pure DBA, what are the other teams? Okay, they are performing. So we are having application teams, sir. Application teams. Okay. Um, Developer teams, testers, okay, testers, application team, developer, testers, end users who are going to connect to this instance. Okay, different people will connect to this instance and they will load the data. They will create the, sir, as a developer, we must and should know couple of things, sir. A couple of things. So first thing you need to know about the table. Table. Okay. So table is the primary object, sir. Technically, we are calling as objects. Technically, we are calling as a objects. Out of that object, table is a primary object. Table is a primary object. So whenever you want to create a table, create table. Okay, table name, and you need to pass the column name, employee ID, and you need to pass the data type. Means what do you mean by data type, Subbu? Means what type of data you wanted to load into this column. Like integer data you wanted to load, character data you wanted to load, double data you want to decimal data you wanted to load, date you wanted to load. Okay, what kind of data you wanted to load into this column. How you can decide means by passing the data type. Okay, so ename. Okay, you can pass varchar 50. Okay, varchar 50 means up to 50 characters I can load. Employee names or names, employee name. Okay, salary. Okay, salary, integer. Okay, integer, comma, date of joining, date of joining, date. Okay, time, time, data type. So in every database management system, we are having n number of data types of integer, char, varchar, nvarchar, nchar, okay, tiny, float, double, lob, okay. There are many data types. There are many data types, sir. So whenever what developers are doing, developers or application team, what they are doing, they are going to create the table first. So they are going to create the table. Once they create the table, they will start load the data. They will start load the data. See, they are loading the data like this, sir. They will load the data. Your table is in the form of columns and rows. Your table is in the form of columns and rows. Once you create the table, once you create the table, now you will start inserting the data. Insert, insert into, okay, emp values. So one comma, so for example kms, okay, comma, 10,000, comma, null. For example, let's make it as a null. Okay, I am passing this data. I am passing this data. Once I insert the data, I need to perform the select statement. Select star from emp. I can read the data. I can read the data. So see, sir, I can read the data. So your application team, your developers, your testers, what they are doing, they are going to create the tables, views. So they are going to create the tables. Okay. On top of the tables, they will create the views. On top of the views, they will create the indexes. On top of the index, they will create the materialized views. Okay, synonyms. Okay, they will create the functions. They will create the stored procedures. Okay, they will create the triggers. Okay, so in functions, they will create the inline functions, scalar functions, subquery functions. Okay, in the stored procedures, they will create the stored procedures. Again, there are a lot of things, sir. Again, if you go for development, you will can know that join conditions, subqueries. Okay, out of this, most of the things we'll cover, sir, when we are troubleshooting something. So, for example, when we are discussing SP troubleshooting, I will discuss about SP. When we are discussing function troubleshooting, I will discuss a little bit about functions. Okay, when we are discussing views troubleshooting, when application team is running the view and the performance is impacting, so how you will improve, what is the view? So you need to understand this one, sir. Whenever you are having some free time, okay, some free time, every DBA, okay, just go and spend some time in the development also, sir. Spend some time, okay? Not more time, sir. Just spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or 1 hour in a day, in a 2 days, in a alternative days, okay? Just go and search in Google, what is the view, how view is working, what is the index, how index is working, what is this synapse, what is mentalized view, okay, what is the cursor, what is the trigger. We wanted to know little bit, sir, little bit, because when you are troubleshooting, we mustn't should know all this stuff. You are not developing anything, sir, but of course, sometimes you may also get to work to work as a development to enhance the store project performance. That time you also need to involve, sir. Please keep it in mind. This is very important, okay? Not only simply DBA, 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 sir. You need to spend some time. Sir, if you are learning this one, you can implement same thing in Oracle, you can implement same thing in PostgreSQL, you can implement same thing in MySQL, Sybase, wherever you want, you can implement, sir. Concept is a concept. Okay. So table is the primary object. Table is a primary object. On the top of primary object, we are going to create the n number of objects, views, indexes, materialized view, synapse, okay, functions, triggers, all the stuff. We'll see one by one, sir. So what application team developers are doing? They are going to create the table. They are going to insert the data. They are going to read the data. They are going to update the data. They are going to delete the data. They are going to perform all these operations, inserts, update, deletes, all this stuff. You will get to know slowly one by one, sir. So whenever we are going to discuss how update logs are working, I will come back with update statement. Whenever we are discussing what is the ghost records, ghost cleanup, ghost activities, that time we'll discuss about the delete statement. Insert is a insert, sir. You are loading the data into the table. Insert is a insert. Insert means you are loading the data into the table. Okay. But update is very important. Delete, of course, insert is also very important. So whenever we are discussing certain things, you will get to know slowly one by one, sir. That time you can digest all this stuff. Okay, please keep it in mind. These are all very important. Now, see, sir, tables, views, synonyms. When you go for programmability, stored procedure, functions, triggers, assembles, see, these many things are available. But as a DPA, we wanted to know what is their functionality, all the stuff. In depth, do we need Subbu means no need, sir. If you know also, super good. I'm not saying that you should not go and spend some time there. You should spend some time there, sir. If you wanted to become somewhat expert in performance tuning, if you wanted to become some expert in performance tuning, you can also spend some time in the understanding about how the trigger functionality, how to create the trigger, what is the trigger functionality, what is the view, how to create the view, how what is the view functionality. If you understand that stuff, you are super good, sir. Okay. We are trying to bring that one as well as part of Azure Data Engineer. Okay, but it will take some time. Once we complete the PostgreSQL, we'll try to bring this as a first step before we start the Azure Data Engineer training. Okay, now, so you got some point, right? What developers are doing, what the application team is doing, what developers are doing, what testers are doing. Okay, they are doing all these operations, sir. If they are facing some issues, okay, if they are facing some issues, they will reach out to the DBAs. They will reach out to the DBAs. Now DBA will go there and they will start, okay, looking what is happening, how I can help them, okay, how SQL Server. Let's see, you will see a number of things, and you will finally take some workarounds, take some action items to fix that issue. Yeah, got it? No? Yes, everyone?
Yeah.
So every database management system, sir, if you go for Oracle or PostgreSQL, everyone. So developers are doing their own task, application team is there doing their own task. Okay, as a DBA, you are performing DBA related activities, sir. As a DBA, you are going to performing DBA related activities. So, which we are going to, we already discussed DBA related, sir, but we are going to purely going to discuss on the next week onwards. Yeah, questions. Yeah, that's it for today, sir. Okay.
Shubhu,
Yeah.
while we're creating the database, we have created with GUI, right? So I always have confusion of this schema thing. Like why we create this schema and create database through it. Um, like I
Why
want to
you
know
will
if
create
schema, like
schema?
yeah,
Okay, schema is like a container, sir, basically. Okay, when we are discussing security, I will discuss that point basically. Let me explain, sir. For example, okay, in a simple lay terms to understand. Okay, this is 4 acres of land, sir. Uh, your land, 4 acres. Okay, so now you are having four brothers. Okay, what you will do? You will take half of this one, half to one brother, half to. So you will keep this property belong to you. This property belong to one of your brother. This means whatever you are going to place, you will place in this schema only, right? Because this is your product. You are going to place. Schema is like a container. Schema is like a container where you are going to store a specific kind of related data. I hope you got it, Bhargav. Bhargav, right?
yes,
Yes. Like, so for example, I will first create this. By default, there will be DBO schema. Okay. By default, there will be DBO. Database objects. By default, DBO. I don't want DBO, sir. I want my own. See, if you go for adventure works, sample database, see, person is a schema. Production is a schema. Okay. Sales is a schema. Okay, the purchasing is a schema. So whatever the tables he decide to create related to purchasing, he will place all the tables under the purchasing schema. Whatever the tables he decide to create, okay, if you are not specifying anything here, by default it will go for DBO schema. First, you will create the schema, create schema name. First, you will create the schema, then you will specify. So, for example, batch 42.emp. Okay, this is belong to for batch 42 student. This student belongs to batch 42. So first I am going to create the batch 42 schema. On the top of that schema, I am going to load my table information. Getting my point? So regarding student information, you can store batch 42 email address, you can store mobile numbers. See, you can create a number of tables, sir. What they are doing, they don't want, see, as part of development, okay, as part of development, there is a concept called normalization. Normalization. There is a concept called EF chord rules. Okay, EF chord rules. I will come back all these concepts slowly. Okay, slowly I will come back this concept. So when developers are creating the tables, what they will do, right? Instead of creating a single table, okay, single table, they will divide this table into the parent child of kind of thing to fulfill normalization. Normalization 1, normalization 2, normalization 3, bytecode, normalization 5. So based on normalization, what developers are doing, developers are designing the table architecture. Okay, what is the requirement? What are the columns I need to go? How many fields we are getting? Okay, and will I need to keep everything in single table? Will I make parent kind of child relationship to fulfill the normalization concept? That is how your developers will think, sir, basically. So they will create address in one table. See, here when I go here to understand address, where is address? See, address is going one table, address type is going one table, business entity is going one table, business entity address is going one table. So they know what kind of data they are trying to load into the database, okay, and they can design the structure. First, they will design the structure. Simply how we are going to create a table in real world, they won't simply go and create the table, sir. First, what kind of application it is, what kind of data we are getting. Okay, for that data, how many columns we need, what is the dependency what are the major columns, what are the source of columns. Because every, see, for example, if you go to the account opening, if you wanted to go account opening, so they will take your address, your mobile number, your email address, your when you go for your address, your door number, your house number, okay, your street, your district, your nearby, all that information is taking, sir, and they are loading into the database. So why I will keep all that information also into the base table? So they will make one table as a base table like a parent table, like a parent, where where your employee name, employee ID, your salary, your date of joining, your salary, okay, salary credited or not, what is when was your salary credited date, that they will make as a parent table. And what they will do, they will make create a child tables. They will create the child tables. Under the child table, they will make your employee ID belong to where address, which state, which country, what is your mobile number, what is your email address. They will make as a secondary tables to fulfill the normalization. Like same schema came into the picture to store a specific object related information in the background. Got it, Bago? No? Yes?
Yes, got it.
Thank you, sir. So developers are doing basically major parts, sir. We are just protecting the data. As a database administrator, we are protecting the data. When you start development, you love, sir. Okay. So once you are good at DBA, sir, once you are good at DBA, okay, spend some time in a week, in a 2 weeks, once, spend some time on development, take one concept, spend some time, take one concept, spend some time. You will love, sir, basically. Okay, within span of 2 years, you will become strong in development, you will strong in DBA. Spend some time. I'm not telling you need to spend more time. At least 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours spend in a week. Okay, definitely you will gain a lot of knowledge. See after 2 years, then tell me, Subbu, you are right. Okay, every day if you learn same thing, you will get bored, sir. Basically, if you are learning something new, you will you are gaining some knowledge, you are getting some interest also. Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah, and no, just I want to add on this DBA thing we can learn if we get a good training, but development thing we should keep on doing. Otherwise, if we get a training also, it is of not much use.
You need to take the opportunity when you are working on performance tuning, sir. Like so, if you take me example, most of the time I will take opportunity. Okay, recent I can give one recent example also. Uh, when we are having certain issue on one of our Azure SQL database in certain location. Okay, and I took the chance. Okay, because I want to deep dive a little bit deeper to get what is happening internally so that I can express more to our students, right? So I took that opportunity. I learned a lot of things which I haven't known when I just started looking deeper. Then I explained same thing to the students. So you also, sir, take the opportunity. Opportunity won't come, sir. You need to take that opportunity. That's it. Directly or indirectly take that opportunity. If you're getting afraid to take directly, Subbu, take indirectly. See, for example, you are having 10 team members. Once you logged in, just check what are the last 8 hours someone who worked in the night shift. You went for first shift. Okay. Spend 1 hour time, sir, half an hour time. See what are the tickets last batch, last shift people worked. Okay, this many tickets. Is there anything, something new they worked? What they dropped email? Okay, nothing is work. Okay, then no problem. Okay. If you're doing such kind of work, definitely. And also, sir, every weekly, every alternative day, learn something. Learn something, Vijay. To not only Vijay, I'm telling to everyone, sir, ma'am, learn something every day. Don't make if you got a question on your mind, okay, Google is our first learner. Always, Google is our first learner, sir. Okay. Okay, off the recording. Let's go for technical. No technical. Let's stop the recording, sir. No technical, right? No. Yes. No. Okay.